Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for End of Days. It's a movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and other people. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start with the furry, nothing notable. Moving on to the good and the bad. So, this movie came out November 24th, 1999, and it is set like December 28th through 31st, 1999. So if you're one of those people that you'll never even consider either watching for the first time or rewatching the movie 2012, because 2012 is set and is a world-ending disaster strikes in 2012. If you're not willing to rewatch that movie or don't want to watch that movie to begin with, because we're not in 2012 anymore, then you probably will skip this movie. But I personally enjoy this movie. Why? Because it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not quite like True Lies, Commando. It's not peak Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it's still real good. So he plays a guy who's a private investigator type person slash bodyguard for rich people, and he's protecting a dude who has gotten possessed by Satan, and essentially there's this prophecy that Satan has to mate with this one chick within a certain time frame, and then all hell will be released. Like, that's the whole thing, right? So, they have to do it before the year 2000. Like, that's kind of the cutoff time frame in order for the magical release to happen. And, we're starting this December 28th. So, I think it was really fun that they set this movie that time and had it come out November 24th, 1999. So, you had over a month where people could be like, ooh, is this actually going to happen? Could there be an Arnold? Could there be a vessel? Could there be, this other thing happening? Along with all the rest of the, Y2K concerns going on. So I thought that was a fun way to do it. It made double its budget, so according to IMDb in terms of the box office. So clearly was a success. Also in the trivia, I read that some people thought that it was, too dark just in terms of, lighting from the cinematography. I don't know if the version I watched, they had finally, upped the whatever the light to make it more visible, but I personally did not find it too dark to see all of the things that I wanted to see in the film. The actor who plays the guy who's possessed by Satan does a fantastic job. There's a few weird scenes. I think that they're just trying to establish the weird power that he has, but a couple of them, the bed scene, I didn't really understand the point of that, other than to be like, hey, check out these cool morph technology that we have now. And that's what I felt like a couple of the slow-mo things were like, type of thing, to show a cool piece of technology of look, we can do this morph thing or do this other slow-mo thing. And it's, more than 20 years later, it's not that it doesn't hold up, it's just that it's not mind-boggling effects anymore. And this came out the same year that The Matrix did, so The Matrix was groundbreaking. So yeah, maybe it's not best to compare The Matrix to other things that came out in the same year as it. But that's what I mean is that yeah, but it was some interesting effects, but I don't know that I would have taken the time to do the slow mo for it. That being said, overall, I thought the pacing was good. I also really appreciated that in this, the Catholic Church wasn't shown as all good or all bad, because I think in an organization that large, with the stakes that were at play and the interpretations thereof, that yeah, I think there would be some good and bad elements. I also appreciated that our hero, he kind of reminded me of Mel Gibson's character from Signs, where he was a preacher who lost his faith type of thing, and in this one, you could tell that Arnold has some type of backstory, some type of thing where he's not on good terms with God. And, why exactly that is, you don't know going into this, but he is not a white knight crusader of the holy word to take on the devil type of thing. He's just a dude who starts off the opening scene with a gun in his mouth. So, there's that to consider. And I liked that because it made his character more interesting. And I liked his friends. I liked how they kept things going and the action that was shown on screen. So overall, I really liked it. A couple of weird pacing things, but it didn't drag too far or stay too long, and just was a fun exploration. This was listed when I saw it, in the streaming service, it was listed under horror. I would not call this a horror movie. I would call this maybe a dark action movie. You know, it definitely didn't have jump scares, and it didn't have like ooh gothic scary horror thing. Like it's not super action packed, but between horror and action, I definitely think it leans much more in the action realm than it does in the horror realm, despite the subject matter being like end of days. So, but definitely a good film, fun overall. I would say to watch it if you like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you don't mind it being pivotal to 1999 that we have already passed. So, but yeah, fun time. 2 thumbs up from me. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.